Hey everyone, it's Burgess here from Tranquility in Art. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to just paint this another woodland scene. This time the picture reference comes from Pixabay, and I just thought I'd just paint this because it's been lying around in my sketchbook for a very long time, and I spotted it on Pixabay some time ago, and I really wanted to paint it, but I wasn't really getting around to it. So today I'm just going to paint this and see how it turns out. So I'm wetting down the paper here with water. Now, what I'm going to do is a light wash of yellow ochre, mostly in the middle, especially in the middle, because I want that area to remain sort of light, because it's going to be the light shining through, I hope, or something. Or maybe even not even light, maybe a bit of greenery from there. I'm not sure really. I'm just messing around here at the moment. Just a very light wash here, and let that settle for a few minutes. You can barely see it, I know, but it's there. Let's put a bit more in just for the sake of the camera. There, now you can see a little bit of it, like that. Now we're going to let that settle, and while it's sort of semi-wet, well, quite wet actually, what I'm going to do is put a very, very light wash of ultramarine blue. It's got to be lighter than that. Wash of ultramarine blue. Oops, that's too dark. Still too dark. Sorry, not ultramarine blue, I meant Prussian blue. You know why I'm using Prussian blue? Because in a previous video, I had a bit of an accident. And it spilled all over the place, and now it's sitting in my palette. I need to get rid of it. So let's just put Prussian blue in instead, and very light wash here, lightly like this. And now let that sit for a bit. Now I'm going to add a bit of a light wash of just sort of a greeny color, and I'm going to make a bit watered down a bit more, I think. And then for the same thing, I'm going to do a little bit of, I would think, ultramarine blue and burnt sienna. All the hairs are still coming off this stupid brush. I mean, again, it's normal, but annoying. Water it down a bit more. A bit of a lifting out version here. I don't know how this is going to turn out, because as I say, it's again, most of my Hake Brush paintings are sort of an experiment in what can go wrong. But you know, I'm working early morning. This is 6:30 in Dubai, and what I do is I come to this study room in the health club in the building that I live in, and to be honest with you, it's not easy, because I don't think they're happy about that. I mean, this morning I came in and the lady said to me, "We open at 9 o'clock," and I said, "Yes, I know, but you know, I get disturbed during the rest of the day, so it's but I'm here and I managed to get started. It takes me at least half an hour to set things up, at least half an hour, and a bit more. I'm adding a sort of a green sort of thing here, like that. It takes me at least half an hour to sort of set up, and to be honest with you, it's very frustrating, and to me it's just one shot at painting this. So yeah, it's just and it's so hard to muster up enthusiasm that time of the morning to say, "Hi everybody, how are you doing? It's Burgess from Tranquility in Art. I'm going to paint this, that and the other," and you think, God, I just want to get over and done with, you know. I'm going to do some lifting here, a little bit of lifting. Just going to add a bit more foliage now. This time I'm going to add Prussian blue to the mix. Just I'm going to dry it off a bit, the brush. And, maybe a bit more. And now I'm going to add a bit of burnt sienna and deep green, just for a bit of variation. Sort of like that. And now I'm going to do the trunks, and for that I'm going to use burnt umber, and I've got some of that here. Last week I had a nasty accident with Prussian blue, as I say, not last week, a couple of weeks ago, and it caused a few problems there. So just for the sort of a background trees here, and they'll dry off lightly, so I'm not sure if this is going to be a disaster or not. End up having the drawing, initial drawing, as just a sort of a guideline, really. Now let's let this dry for a minute, because I want to add more, and some sort of hair here is sitting in the brush, and take it off. Coming off. Let it dry first. Let it dry, and then we'll put the other foliage on once we finish with that. So let's let this dry first. So now whilst that's drying, I want to just paint the path here, just with a bit of raw umber, and I'm going to use a flat brush for this, small flat one that I have on me. This out. Bit of tissue. I want that light back in there. Want that light back in there. Put some yellow in there as well. Take that brush back again, and what I want to do is just add some texture to the front here. A bit of burnt umber to that too. Darken that a bit more. Sorry, I'm not talking now because not much to say really. I mean, it's all very apparent from the video, from what I'm doing. So sometimes you just don't feel like talking first thing in the morning. You know, that's the problem. Just want to get out, do the painting, get out, and move on with other things. Now here, I'm going to scrape out. There's a couple of rocks here. Leave that as it is, and now I'm going to make a very dark brown, and I'm going to use the Prussian blue for that. That's a good color to, because this is in there, might as well use it. And I want to make a very, really dark brown for the trunks here. It's dried off, so it's if you're finding this fascinating, this mess, then do consider giving it a thumbs up, and consider subscribing as well, please. It all helps me. It motivates me to create more videos, more crazy videos. I am going to go in with a sort of a rigger brush just to give these trees a bit more form. Now this brush is misbehaving again. It's me actually. I think I'm doing it wrong here. Let's just try again. I'm leaving this broken. I want to give it the impression it's in the bag. Oh dear. Right, and now with a rigger, which I've got here, grab that, and I'm just gonna put a bit more trees in, branches, a bit more branches in here. Just put more. Having this Russian blue in there isn't such a bad thing after all, because you get some really dark, lovely dark browns using the Prussian blue. And now it's just I'm just putting in some little branches just to give this forest a bit of a, just to push the other foliage in the background back a bit. Yeah, it's just messing around like that. It's not bad actually. It's quite fun doing this. Try it. Okay, now there's going to be a point where I think, oh, I've overdone it now, but I'm not at that point yet, because after all, when you have a forest or a woodlands, you do get loads of branches everywhere, don't you? Let's just go back a bit here like that. Some of them going this way. Prussian blue, a bit more burnt sienna. Oh, sorry, burnt umber. You get some really lovely browns. I'm going to put the little bits of the trunk at the bottom here like that with this as well. With the rigger, you can sort of switch. I mean, if you find that there are certain things you can do with a normal brush. And again, the rigger isn't a normal brush. Sorry, with the Hake, there are certain things you can't do. Well, you can, I suppose, but sometimes if you feel more comfortable adding certain details with another brush, then go ahead and do that. I'm using this rigger from Pro Art, which isn't a bad rigger. I've actually modified it a bit, so yeah, but I'm quite pleased because I'm now able to get rid of the Prussian blue that was spilt in my palette a couple of weeks back. It was when I was painting the waterfall. This Russian blue and burnt umber combination is really good for kicking back some more trees. See, I'm trying to make it look like it's very, very foresty. And you never know, it might work, might not work, who knows. Do I sound enthusiastic now? I don't know. I'm trying to think what time it is now, because I have to finish this before somebody comes in and say, get out, please. very likely somebody's going to come in here and say, please leave, it's too early for you. It opens at 9 o'clock, but you know, I get interrupted after 9, so that's why I thought, you know, if I can get this out of the way now, then it might be easier for me later on. Just makes life a little easier for me. Have I overdone it? I don't know. Okay, maybe I have a little bit. What I want to do is now take the rigger again and just darken that area a little bit, like that. Darken the foreground a bit more. We're nearly done. And I think we're sort of done here. Yeah, we're done here, and I think just scrape a few. There we are, a sort of a woodland walk type of scenery, and I hope you enjoyed that. Do consider subscribing if you did, and give this video a thumbs up, and I hope to see you again next time. I really do hope that you subscribe to my channel. It helps my channel to grow. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.